I think we'll get started so that the kids can start playing and everybody can get on with their day, the ball tournament and everything. Thank you all very much for coming. We really appreciate all of your support over the past while getting this park organized. It's been 3 years in the making. It started with a casual conversation between a few parents at a park, and then we formalized into a committee. Spent some time convincing the Lions Club to take the project under their umbrella. Went to township council meetings, and after several meetings there, formed a partnership with them to bring this park to the township. From there, we started, I guess, the real work of fundraising. Lots and lots of community fundraising events, grant writing, our business campaign, and we've just been so impressed with how the community has backed this project. We had businesses approaching us, asking how they could donate. We had individuals coming up with their own fundraising ideas and donating on with haircutting days that they put together and donated the proceeds. So it's just been really a great. It's been a great community project, and we've just been so impressed. The installation, as you all know, was also a community build. So we had tradespeople donate of their time and energy and their staff time to put this together. Recreation Play Systems coordinated the installation, and it was just so impressive to see all the dads and grandpas setting up fencing and shoveling gravel and putting in concrete, and we just couldn't have been more proud of our community. As a committee, we're just so very grateful for our donors and our volunteers, and as a town, I think we should be really proud of everybody's efforts. You'll notice the ball tournament that's happening around us. The Don Green Ball Tournament has been going on for more than 20 years in memory of a man who was a great community volunteer as well. 3 years ago, Don's brother Jim approached the Lions Club asking them to take over the ball tournament, and that came at the same time that our group was requesting that they take on this project. So with the funds from the Don Green Ball Tournament, the Splash Park will have a source of income for the ongoing maintenance costs. So that's why this is a great time to do the grand opening at the same time as the ball tournament, and we're just so grateful for that opportunity to run this tournament as well. And the Lions and the Township plan on continuing to offer this park as a free access park with no admission costs, so it will be accessible from 10 in the morning till 8 at night. Kids can go and activate it and just carry on. I want to make sure we get that ribbon cut soon so the kids can start playing, because I know kids expect the park to open at 10, so we're already delaying them. We've been using the park for the last month in spite of just putting the finishing touches on, and it's just been amazing. I mean, on hot nights before bed, there are 40+ kids running in that park, so it's been, and you know, every time we walk by, pretty much the water's running. So I would like to introduce our first speaker. Ross Kalterborn is the Mayor of Wellesley Township. We felt Ross's support for this project since the first council meeting when, although he had a lot of hard questions for us to answer that we had to go into our homework on, we were really encouraged by that warm smile at the end of the meeting that just encouraged us to keep going, and it showed his support of the volunteers in this community. Ross Kalterborn.
Thank you, Jennifer. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls, and users of the Splash Park. It's quite an honor for me to be involved with people that are volunteers, because Wellesley Township runs pretty well from the recreation aspect on volunteerism. And I have to admit that in my tenure as a councillor and mayor, I used to wonder to myself, there was always a certain group of people. When you went to the Lions Club, they were there. When you went to the Board of Trade, they were there. When you went to the whatever, they were there. And I wondered, what's going to happen when these people stop? Well, I can tell you what happens, is that the young people take over. And this is the beginning of the people that will be doing the volunteerism that are going to be playing here, and you the volunteers, are building a strong family unit within this community. And to us at Wellesley Township, that's very important. Our theme is team approach. And this is a team approach here, and you can see the results. So I thank you very much, and we are very proud of this facility. And I noticed that Jen mentioned that it will be a free access for the children, and that's important because they will use it. I would like to congratulate the committee on the environmental part of this project that they did, which was in the recycling of the water and the treating of the water, so there is not a big environmental use here. So thank you very much, and thanks for coming out, and to the group and to the donors, thank you very much for your participation, and also to all the clubs that took part. Thank you.
Thanks, Ross. The Ontario Trillium Grant application was a huge undertaking for our group. The vision of the Ontario Trillium Foundation is to build healthy and vibrant communities throughout Ontario by strengthening the capacity of the voluntary sector through investments in community-based initiatives. We thought our project fit the bill fairly well, but it was still nice to receive notification that we had received a substantial grant from the Ontario Trillium Foundation. Without their backing, we wouldn't be building this summer. We'd still be doing ice cream socials and dances and all kinds of other fundraising events, so we really appreciate their support. Our next speaker is Mr. Peter Hinchcliffe of the Ontario Trillium Foundation. Peter was with us in the spring of 2010 to present our Trillium grant to our group, so it's an honor to have him here today to help us celebrate our grand opening. Peter?
Good morning to all of you. A special welcome to Mr. Harold Albrecht and the Mayor who's just spoken to us. It's a delight to be here to celebrate the opening of the Wellesley watering hole with you. And it is really an amazing facility.
Yeah, I can hold it.
Sure.
Just stand closer to it.
Okay. Now, as a volunteer, that's letter. As a volunteer with the Trillium Foundation's local grant review team, I have the unique opportunity to review grant applications and recommend community initiatives for funding. And of course, not just me, it's the whole of the team, because we get together at the end of each cycle and go through all the applications and then vote on them. So it's the approval of the whole team. Last year, the foundation made a $75,000 investment in the development of the splash park. So it's wonderful to be here today to congratulate everyone who was involved in making this happen and making it possible. Today, more than ever, we realize how important it is to encourage Ontarians to be more physically active. And it's never too early for the young members of our community to get out and get their exercise too, and this will be a wonderful place to do it. Promoting healthy and active lifestyles is fundamental to the work that the Ontario Trillium Foundation has been doing since 1982. And one of the ways we accomplish this is through capital grants that allow groups to purchase equipment that helps to encourage physical activity. We believe that by supporting sports and recreation across the province, we're improving the quality of life for all Ontarians, and the grant that was awarded for this splash park is an example of the type of impact we're making in communities across the province. Thank you to Peter Vandervos, to Jennifer Summer, and everyone at the Lions Club for your spirit, your exceptional heart, and your commitment to keeping our children and youth healthy and physically active. You've created a safe, enjoyable place where our children and youth can come together to stay active and grow as a community. And again, on behalf of the Ontario Trillium Foundation, congratulations to everybody.
Thanks, Peter. Our second last speaker is a member of our community that has always seemed to understand what it means to be a community. Mr. Harold Albrecht has been involved in Wellesley from flipping pancakes at the Apple Butter and Cheese Festival to coming out for Fam Jam and our fishing derby. His office has been part of our journey for the last 3 years, guiding us in finding potential sources of money and also encouraging us in our efforts. It's a great honor to have Mr. Harold Albrecht, Member of Parliament of Kitchener-Conestoga, here today.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. I won't keep the kids off the splash park too much longer. I just want to say, I don't think there's any community that does it better than Wellesley when it comes to volunteer engagement. The hours of involvement, obviously, in this project, so many other activities that you have. You mentioned a few of them, but it seems like almost every month there's another activity in Wellesley, which is fantastic. I simply want to add my words of congratulations to the Lions Club, to the Splash Park Committee, to all of the dozens of volunteers and the corporate sponsors who made this day possible. Thanks and best wishes for a great, enjoyable summer and many years of good use out of this facility. Thank you.